So this is the ingredient. It's very simple. I decided to go with this option because everything's store-bought. You don't have to worry about making anything, so it's a lot easier. And I'm using an cake pan instead of a pie pan. I don't have one, so that's the reason. And I did butter the pan, but you don't have to. The reason I did it is because I want the wax paper to stick, and because I don't want to cut into this, I don't want to leave it in the pan. So I'm adding strips so that when I pull it out, I have handles, so it's almost like a handle. And I'm doing 3 so that there's no just one strip or one point where the pie is stressed to where it'll crack. So I'm doing 3. Then I'm also going to do a strip going all the way around so that the pie doesn't stick, the crust doesn't stick to the side of the pan. I did also do a circle for the bottom, and you'll see in a second. I did cut slits all the way around so that when it goes up the side of the pan, it doesn't crease. It won't have any creases in it. It'll just fold and overlap nicely. And I'm doing this banana cream pie because it's my husband's birthday tomorrow. So this is what he wants. He doesn't care for cake. He wants pies. So this is why we're doing this. And I just wanted to show you the process of making it. So here I'm crushing the cookies, and I'm using my blender for this. And I did have to do it in 4 batches, just so that, I didn't end up with a whole bunch of chunky pieces on top and then crumbs on the bottom. And you can use a rolling pin in the bag and roll it and whack it to a crushes, but it's just so much easier with the blender or a food processor if you have one. And I did use the stick butter, and I like making a little well and then just pour it in and mix it. And you want the texture of this to be almost like wet sand, so when you like press it together, it sticks together. So I started with like half of the mix, and I press it up the sides. I want to build up the little wall, and I use my fingers at first, and then I switch over to a measuring cup that has like sharp edges to make the inner edge real nice and crisp. And see, like I said, I'm using a measuring cup and just pressing hard so that it gets packed. And here I am, like I said, I showing that the edges are crisp. And I did save a little bit because I'm gonna bake that separately so that I can throw it on top of the pie. And for 15 minutes, 350 degrees. And I did take out the crumbs that I set aside quicker or sooner. And I'm pointing out that I'm using 2.5 cups of milk because there was 2 different recipes, and this one was more for a pie type, and it'll be thicker so that it holds well when you slice it. And what I'm showing you here is that I did pour out about half a cup, a little over, but anyways, into a bigger bowl, which is where I'm gonna be throwing in the bananas. Because if you like slice the bananas and don't put them into something, they will turn dark. So this was just a way to keep them so that the air there's like a barrier from the air touching the banana directly, so they don't turn dark. It gives you a longer window of working with it. And I did slice them in the little discs and then halves. And as you can see, I'm mixing it here so that it's covered in milk. And then I drained that excess milk back into the cup and then added the pudding in there and just mix it, and then I add it back into the bananas. And I just simply use the spoon to stir it in, although as you can see there's lumps left, and you can continue stirring or use like a whisk, but I just used the what do you call these? Oh my god, a colander, a sift, I don't know, I can't think of the word right now, but anyways, I used it so that I can make sure there was no lumps and kind of crush them all in there so that there's no lumps in there. And as you can see, mix it in with the bananas. And like I said, this is a great tip, putting in the milk so that they don't turn black. And here I'm just pouring the mixture into the pie pan, which is already cooled after I baked it. And you don't have to bake it, but I want to see like the milk and the pudding will get absorbed by the crust, so it'll turn soggy. So if you bake it, it eliminates the moisture in it, so it won't be so soggy. And here I was trying to pipe around it, but like the whipped cream I had was left over from another thing that I made. But anyways, it was still frozen, so I decided to just pipe it in and like swirl it with a spoon, because the little rosettes weren't coming out right. So I could have, I guess, pulled it off and did it again, but I just decided to go with the rustic look. And after this, I do add sprinkle on the crumbs of the crust and some cinnamon, because I like cinnamon just on top for the whipped cream, for banana cream pie. So here it is, very easy banana pudding or banana cream pie. And I did have trouble pulling it out, that's why I didn't show it. The wax paper I used kind of got wet and it ripped through easy. Last time I used parchment paper, so I think that's the reason. I've never had this happen before. But anyways, I just stuck it in the freezer for like 30 minutes and it got really nice and hard, so I flipped it out like if it was a regular cake. But anyways, it's really good. Like I said, really easy. It's all made from store-bought items. Well, I hope you guys liked it, and please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe for more.